Hello neighbors, it's Brad here from Etrailer, and today I'm at N.A.T.M. And this convention brings a lot of the vendors that we have at Etrailer to a convention where we have their booths and their products set up. I had a chance to catch up with quite a few of them, so let's take a look at their products a little bit up close and ask some of the questions to those vendors about their products. I'm here with Jason from Gen Y, and they have a whole line of ball mounts that cover a whole different spectrum of what you would be doing with your truck. Now, taking a look at Torsion-Flex, so many people, come into Etrailer and they said, okay, what kind of suspension can I put on my truck to make it better for towing or better for just the combo in general? And suspension, I'm a big nerd for it, but what you guys have with Torsion-Flex is putting suspension at the connection point.
That's correct.
So what does that translate? Obviously it's going to be smoother down the road, but what else can that do for your trailer?
So obviously, when you have the assets in your trailer, it's also that same pounding that you're feeling in your seat, that shock that was being transferred from your trailer to your truck is being absorbed in the hitch with our Torsion-Flex system technology. But also, keep in mind that you're also transferring shock from the truck back to the trailer, so that it's being absorbed in the Torsion-Flex technology. The other thing that we have found is customers literally calling us and saying, they have found that our Torsion-Flex products are giving them fuel savings, up to 3 miles per gallon. More commonly 1 to 2, but up to 3.
I believe it. It smooths everything out instead of chattering around and dragging that.
So as you're going across expansion joints or bridges, it's not, basically for a millisecond, scientifically, when your trailer tires hit that expansion joint or bridge, it will stop, obviously, very, very, very shortly. But with Torsion-Flex, it just kind of eases it up over there. So you're not revving up the RPMs, and it's not shooting those RPMs up, and so that's why we believe that it's saving you fuel savings.
Well, if it's saving you gas, it's probably saving suspension, long-term transmission, all that shock, cutting down on it's going to make it better.
Correct.
And also if you're towing things like Porsches or things with horsepower, you're going to be happier knowing that they're going to be a little bit more cushion. They're going to arrive not, rattled about.
I actually have a good story on the horses. So there's a guy on the East Coast that had horses and towing them back and forth on the East Coast. And the first time that he used our Torsion-Flex gooseneck coupler, he said he got to where he was going, and he said always before the horses would come out, they were antsy, they were restless. But literally the first time that he got to where he was going with our Torsion-Flex coupler on the trailer, he opened up the doors and the horses were just as calm as could be. So that was a really good feedback. We've had multiple stories where guys put water water bottles on the countertop or in the fridge. They get to where they're going. Back in the trailer or the camper.
Yep.
And literally when they get to where they're going, they're still standing upright.
That says a lot.
Yeah,
you have a lot of stuff in your trailer that probably costs a lot of money.
Yes.
And if you can protect that long term, it's a win across the board. And a smoother ride.
Yeah.
Gas mileage. There's a lot of good things.
A lot of good things, but I always tell people the biggest benefit for all of the Torsion-Flex, obviously gas mileage, all that, fuel savings, but the biggest benefit is for the consumer himself. He's going to have a more comfortable ride.
Yep.
So if you have your spouse that is sitting in the driver's seat feeling that as well, it's more comfortable. Thinking about, I had a guy that was towing a camper with our pin box, Torsion-Flex spin box. He said it was the first time they ever towed a camper. His wife was really nervous, but he said literally 30 minutes after they hit the road, she was asleep.
Yep.
So, and that was just a testimony of what Torsion-Flex just takes out that harsh bump and shock.
And that's 100% right, especially if you're towing quite a bit. It may not bother you, but your passengers, they have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And if you keep them happy, the trip will be better. But also the fact that you have so much adjustability with this ball mount, plus Torsion-Flex, truly is buy once, cry once.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The benefits are long after the purchase, right? So
you bet. And
we do
American made?
American made. I want to talk about that a little bit. So it's all manufactured right here in the United States. I like to say it's more in N.A.T.M, Indiana, a small town of Indiana. We also back it up with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if you are buying our product and it doesn't work for you up to 30 days, you can send it back and we'll exchange it, no questions asked. If it's after 30 days and there's something that you feel like is not working the way it should, or there's a manufacturer defect, we have the limited lifetime warranty on all of our products. So there's also that.
That's peace of mind added to it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Jason. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.